Hey, you're probably here because your AMD GPU keeps crashing. And those black screens are getting very annoying, right? Well, it's called driver timeout. And it is fixable. I have compiled 8 of the most effective solutions tested in 2025 and also ordered by what will actually work. Let's start with the best fix. And today we will underclock your GPU, which is probably the real fix, clean install AMD drivers properly, disable GPU scheduling in Windows, max out your power settings, adjust Windows Registry TDR values, turn off overlay and enhance sync, update the BIOS and check hardware, and also increase cooling and power delivery. Let's move on to the first one, underclocking your GPU, which is probably the most effective solution. Your GPU's boost clock can push memory frequency too high under load, triggering a lot of timeout errors. Lowering it will stop crashes without losing too much performance. Make sure to first know your own boost clock of your AMD GPU. Search up your AMD GPU model on Google space boost clock. Here we can actually figure out which boost clocks is the best for you. For example, if you have the 7800 XT, that means you gotta search it up on Google. That is the model number. First, go to the AMD Adrenalin software, then go to performance, tuning, and make sure you select custom. Make sure to enable GPU tuning and lower max frequency about 50 to 100 MHz below your boost clock mentioned on Google. Save and test in a demanding game for about 10 minutes. This way we can test if your GPU is still struggling. Think of it like this: your GPU is trying to run at full speed, but it's overheating the memory. You dial it back slightly so it stays cool. If your boost clock is 1600 MHz, set max frequency to 2500 MHz. Your FPS won't drop, but crashes will stop. Don't underclock too aggressively or you will lose performance, so be very careful. Mention your megahertz in the comments and I will directly help you with the best solution. The second one is cleaning your AMD drivers, which is probably the foundation. You might have corrupted or outdated driver files and they will stack over time. A clean install will remove every trace and reinstall fresh, eliminating software conflicts that will cause timeouts. First, go to Google and search up DDU. You will find display driver installer and running in save mode with the option clean and restart. After the restart, download the latest stable AMD driver from the AMD's official website, which you can find on AMD Auto Update, and will take you to the website to install it for Windows. Avoid pre-fill builds, they might have a lot of issues. Run the install as administrator and then make sure to select clean install before completing the setup and restarting again. You're basically wiping your old driver away completely and putting a fresh one on it. DDU is like a deep cleaner. It removes everything, no leftover bit that will cause problems. It takes about 15 minutes to solve if with this solution, and I highly recommend you try it. Always use the official AMD drivers and not OEM versions. And don't expect Windows Update to install the drivers for your graphics card. The third one, disable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. You can do this in Windows, just right click the Windows icon, click on settings, and then in settings go to system, display, graphics, and then default graphics settings. Toggle hardware accelerated GPU scheduling to off. Restart your PC and immediately test it with a demanding game. The fourth one, set power mode to high performance. Power saving mode throttles your GPU's voltage, causing memories under a load, which means we need to up the power usage to solve this problem. Make sure to press the Windows button and then search for power plan. You will find edit and choose a power plan. Make sure to click on choose a power plan. Right here, just select the ultimate one on the one that will probably draw the most power. Not balance and not power saving. The fifth one, increase DDR delay in Windows Registry. Press Windows and then R and type for Regi Edit. Make sure to click left above on File and then click on Export. We need to make sure your registry has full backup. Right here, make sure to give the file name the date of the day and secure this file safely. Then we can move on to the step of increasing the TDR delay. in Registry editor. On the left, you will see a lot of folders. Make sure you select the root directory, which says computer, then HKey class as root, current user, and everything like that. Then navigate to HKey local machine, open this folder, and then go to system, then go to current control set, then go to control. You can press the G while clicking once, only once, and then it will go to graphic drivers. Right click on the empty panel right here, click on new, and get a DWORD 32-bit value. Right here, name this file TDR delay. Exactly how I have spelled it, don't make any mistakes. If it's already available like right here, that means you can't create another one. If you see TDR delay like here, make sure to double click on it and make sure that this value is number 8. That's very important. The 6th method is disabling enhanced sync and GPU overlays. AMD's enhanced sync, Radeon Chill, anti-lag, and in-game overlays often trigger driver crashes during heavy loads. These features sound nice but conflict with GPU stability under stress. Go to AMD Adrenalin software, then go to graphics and toggle off enhanced sync, then disable anti-lag, Radeon Chill, Radeon Boost, and any overlays. Also turn off in-game replay and recording if you have them enabled. Restart your PC and then test out if your problems have been solved. These features are extra processors running on your GPU during heavy loads. They can conflict with core driver functions and cause resets. Removing them simplifies the load and stops conflicts. Do this even if you love the features and might solve your own problem. It's only temporarily disabled to see if you can troubleshoot the problem. The 7th one, which can be might be a little bit complicated, is updating your BIOS and checking your hardware health. Outdated BIOS can have GPU driver compatibility issues, also failing PCU, which is your own power supply, and the loose power cables of it. Make sure to get an IT expert to look at these because those cables can be quite complicated. Also, updating your BIOS, I recommend that you take someone with a lot of knowledge. Updating your BIOS can be pretty easy. It's called flashing your BIOS. And if you make any mistakes, you might break your motherboard and you gotta send it to the manufacturer, which is a lot of trouble. If none of these issues worked, you can try out the BIOS. So let me explain how to do it. First, search up your manufacturer of your motherboard and then go to their website. You can find your motherboard name by clicking on Windows, System Information, then click on Enter, and right here we have, for example, baseboard product, and this is my motherboard. I do have a laptop, that means it might be different. If you search up the system model, you will also find the manufacturer's website exactly for BIOS. Like I said, go to the manufacturer's website and then download the latest BIOS version. It might be available through downloads, and then you see BIOS drivers and everything like that. Click on BIOS and get the latest one. You do need an USB for this step, which is very important. You need to flash it using your tool or drag the file inside the USB and make sure that any files on it is emptied. Then try to get in your BIOS by pressing F9, F10 or F11 or delete while the computer is starting up. That means you gotta shut it down right now, start it up, press those buttons, and then go to save and exit, and it might say something like flash. Make sure your USB is plugged in. If you want a detailed guide about this, please comment down below. I don't want to break your motherboard, so make sure to get an IT expert first. The 8th step is to disable fast startup and perform clean boot. To disable fast startup, press the start menu, type power options, edit power plan, then move back here to power options. Make sure to click on choose what buttons do, and then click on change settings that are currently unavailable. Right here you might see something like fast startup, and below as a checkbox, make sure to disable it. For clean boot, Windows key R, and then left below you will see this box, type in msconfig, and right here go to services, and then hide all Microsoft services, and then right here on the right click on disable all, and then click on apply. Before you click apply, do know it will disable all services except your Windows ones, which means that, for example, Discord might not work and everything, but you can test if your GPU is working. This is only for troubleshooting. make sure to re-enable it after this step, of course. After you've applied these settings, make sure to also restart your PC. If none of these work, please comment down below with every single step you have tried, and we're going to solve the issue together. I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. You will thank us by doing that, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.